Yeah, now I think it should be audible, and I had muted my mic. Okay, my mic was on mute again, guys. I hope you am audible now. So yes, welcome back to the live stream, guys. And yesterday and today, Gukesh has won his both rounds, round one and round two in the Turkish Super League. So yes, a very good news coming from Gukesh, and we have a tournament, guys, which is starting right now. So make sure you quickly join in if you have not yet joined the tournament. I'm making sure that the link is shared with everyone. And yes, so those who are in the chat, guys, Aditya is here in the chat. Hello, Aditya, good to see you. Sai Teja is here. Dr. Samir is here. Hello, Dr. Samir. Hope you are doing fine. And now I think I should be audible, guys. Let me know, guys, if I'm audible. Let me know if you are able to hear me. Tournament link I have given in the chat already, guys. Those who have not yet joined, quickly join in, guys. This is the tournament link, and we have two links
10,
today. Okay,
9,
tournament starting
8,
now.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, we are paired against I am Tal Fan. Let's try to play our regular King's Indian attack here against I am Tal Fan. And let's go g3 here, bishop g2, and now we can simply castle and go d3 and try to continue the game from there. Yes, let's go e4 now. Yes. Okay, so the game which I was discussing before is the game between Gukesh and Andrei Esipenko. And here, guys, Gukesh has managed to win again. So that is amazing, guys, right? A very nice result there for Gukesh, winning two games out of two so far in the Turkish league, and he is in tremendous form. We will take a look later on which opponents he is going to face against. We'll check that definitely. Okay, so they want to capture my pawn on h3, so I'll support the pawn on h3 now. Now e4, we need to go knight c3, then the knight can go here and then try to go here, or we can go bishop f4, queen d2, and then try to play from there. So knight c2 is the idea now. We'll simply go knight to c3, stop knight c2 and knight d3. So what other idea do they have? Do they want to go d5? We can play e5 then. There's also a3 now, just kicking the knight back. We want to go on f4 there, and then we want to go queen d2, rook c1. That will be the ideal position to play here. So I'll just coming back to the comments. Yes. Okay, let's go bishop f4. Trying to go now queen d2 and bishop to h6 there. Okay, I think there is something going wrong. Okay, I'm just checking with all the things we have on the setup, because there are multiple applications running right now, and I'm just making sure none of them is crashing or going wrong anywhere on my system. A lot of browsers open already on Google Chrome, and you know, right, guys? Google Chrome, it just eats up all of your your resources there. Okay, we have knight d5 was sneaky. Oh, we have a knight b5 as well. We have knight b5, knight d5. How can we use knight d5 now? Oh, knight d5, and we can just take the free knight, correct? Yeah, let's go knight d5, and there is a free knight on b4 now. This is possible because rook is attacking the queen there. As the queen saves itself, we go for the free knight. Okay, they have captured, they have saved the knight, and now we can go for the fork, right? We will take the rook there. Okay. Okay, now let's see. We have this diagonal, which is a very nice one. We can try to go e5 now, opening up the things for the bishop. Let's see if we can get something in this diagonal. They can go d5 maybe. Yeah, that's the best thing for them right now. But the knight now seems to be in trouble. Okay, so let's try to go knight g5. Idea is to go, maybe let's go this g4, knight g7, and queen to f4, trying to attack here on f7. Yeah, looking good for us so far. We just have to take care of this d4 pawn there. We should not leave the pawn hanging there. That is one of the challenges we have. Okay, I'll just reduce my size there because it's covering up the clock. I think, yeah, it's covering up my clock. I'll just move me aside a little bit on the screen. Yeah, and I'll just shorten me a bit. Okay, this is okay now. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, pawn to e6. Now we have queen f4, but we don't want to go there right now. They have this knight to a5, knight to b, c4 move, right? Let's stop that altogether. What if we go b4 now? Okay, let them continue their plan. What we can do meanwhile is we can just try to go g4 here, let them go back, and then we'll try to go f4 there as we planned before. And now there is rook f8, but this is all okay. Now we can continue with h4, h5. Okay, bishop e8 now. Okay, let's go with h4, h5. We'll try to open this up. We also have this rook e3, rook to g3 or rook h3 kind of moves, rook left. We're trying to support here. We cannot go h5 now, right? So what we have now is we can try to go rook c5 here first. Rook c5 will try to concrete this file. Okay, now rook just moves here. We have to watch out for this queen f8 kind of threat because bishop is here, and by any means if you are able to open the f file there could be some threat of mate on f8, and even if you are able to take the bishop out, for example knight moves, we go rook c8, rook is pinning the bishop, so we still have this idea of going queen f7. Of course this rook is there, we have to take care of that rook first. Okay, we'll go bishop f3 supporting our h5 pawn. Now h5 looks good. If rook is not there on a7, we can try to go rook takes c6. Okay, we can capture here. Okay, we don't want to capture here right now. We'll just move the king aside, making sure we have the room for rook to go over there on h1 now and try to attack the h file. b3. Okay, we'll just simply go a3. We need not do anything there. We have everything in place. We just have to make sure we get that final touch. Maybe just this queen h2 and queen h7 checkmate or something. Okay, now I think we are getting a free piece. Yeah, the bishop was supporting the knight before. Now they have blocked their own support. So we're getting a free piece on c6. Okay, thank you very much. I am Tal fan for the game. Let's go back to tournament now. Let's see. 15 players have joined so far. That's great, guys. Thank you all for joining in. Let me switch on the lights as well. I think lights are missing. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, guys. So, guys, feel free to ask your questions, queries in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer them. Meanwhile, I'll just quickly bring on the there is one more game I want to show you which happened today. Let me add a window here, window capture, and I'll just try to bring the Turkish League, Turkish Super League. Okay, okay, we got a game. Okay, it is already in use. Okay, I'll just minimize this. Okay, we are playing against KB Mark. So let's go G6, guys. Here, let's go G6. Let's try to play the Perk defense. We could have gone D6 first and played that. Okay, this is like playing the delayed Alapin. Well, castle now, and now we can go for c5. Okay, we can go for knight c6. We'll take here, takes, and then we'll go knight b4. Okay, pawn push. Pawn push. I think we can just go back now. We'll go with the e6 and try to break there. Let's go for e5. Let's try to play king's Indian setup now. Okay, now bishop here. We'll just try to go king h8. There is a general idea of going this knight to uh, g8 and then bishop h6, trying to attack here. But generally, I think here the queen is supposed to be on e. Okay, now let's go f5. This is good for us. We have f4 now. We'll capture with the pawn. Now we have f4 move to trap the bishop. Okay, we don't want to exchange the pawns. We'll just try to attack the bishop. The bishop moves away. Now this bishop has a very nice open diagonal. Rook has an open file, so we'll try to capitalize on that now. We'll go knight h3. We have this queen h4 and knight to g5 move as well. Okay, Edu Saksham is here. Afsha Sheikh is here. Rook takes knight. Okay, Afsha Sheikh, if you want to suggest a move, please. Okay, I've brought this game. I'll just hide this for now. Okay, hold on. I'll hide the Turkey Super League for now. Let me complete the game. Afshashik, you always please let me know the move number when you are trying to suggest any move so that I can really help you there which move we can play. Okay, let's go Rook G8, trying to attack G2 pawn now, G3, and now the knight comes into the game with this. We'll try to get this knight in the game. We'll go on G5. And we can also try to go, okay, g5, g4 is a nice square because bishop takes, knight takes, and then knight is attacking e3. If knight takes e3, if queen takes e3, we have bishop d4 pinning the queen there. And so they will play knight takes definitely. So we'll not capture on e3, we'll wait for some time. Meanwhile, we need to get this other guys into the game as well. Okay, now, see, we want to go for g3 pawn. Knight h4 is not possible. Bishop is controlling this. So we can go queen e8, but there is knight to b5, knight c7. Okay, let's go here. Let's go e8 and let's go g6. Let them go knight to b4, but knight b5 and d6 is hanging, right? Yeah, so I have to be careful here. Yeah, this was a waste of move, I think. Yeah, queen e8 was wasted. I should have gone queen e7 maybe. Now, should we take this pawn and sacrifice the one on d6 is the question. Let's support the pawn on d6. Let's not take any risks now. As Magnus Carlsen said, that choose the move which has less risk and less amount of calculations. Let's kick the knight away and then we'll go bishop d7, bishop here, and just we'll try to go here. Okay, now they have this a3 b4 plan. We have to go with b6 in that case. So, okay, so Saksham is here. Okay, Saksham is okay. Saksham, I'll come back to your comments. Hold on, please. Let me complete this game quickly. So Queen F7. We'll try to go G6 now. Knight H4. Knight G3. Also, we'll try to open up the file now. Yeah. So we'll go Queen G6. Now Knight H4. Bishop F6, so that the rook opens up, and we can go Rook G7, and the other rook will come on G8. Okay. So let's go Knight H4. Let them capture here. We'll capture back. They have to capture, I think, yes. Okay, I'll come back to your comments, Saksham. Okay, the queen moves. Okay, now we move here, or no, but there is a check. We don't go on d4. Check captures, and there is a check here. Okay, let's take. Now we have a beautiful knight g5 move. Look at this, guys. Knight g4, right? A very nice tactic there. I think KB Mark will find out. He is a very good player. Definitely, he will not fall for this trick. He will definitely find out this knight to g4 kind of thing. Yeah. So we have this next plan of going rook g7, and we'll get the other rook on g8 and try to attack g3 more now. That's a clear plan that we have on the king side. Nothing to worry there. Okay, what I'll do is, guys, I'll just try to reshape the screen. Okay, before they went for, I think they missed this check. Yeah, so I think that's the winning idea for us. Okay, I'll just try to trim this a bit, and we can go for the queen now, right? Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm just trying to rearrange the board there a bit so that I may not look perfect there. Now we can go for d4. Pawn takes pawn, bishop takes pawn takes. Okay, pawn. Oh, okay, b7 was hanging. Okay, guys, I think I messed up a little bit, not much, but little bit I messed up here. Now we have g3 as a target. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to rearrange the screen so you might not uh, see it perfectly. Okay. Okay, I think you can see it now, but there is some kind of gap at the end. Okay, I'll just try to fix this part, this blank part. Okay. So rook mode here, we can go for this g3, g3, rook takes bishop, and after rook takes bishop, we'll just take the rook away, bishop away there. Let's not risk this now. We can go here, here, and then try to continue. Okay. Now we have rook g3, and we can go for this pawn also because we have this rook coming in very soon. Check, check, and now we have bishop b5 attacking the rook there. Maybe rook f2, we go e4, e3. What if they push the pawn now? We'll push this, and if they take, we take with the bishop, and they go rook b8, we take the knight on g2 then. Okay, that's a mate here. Okay, let's go back. Very good game, KB Mark. Thank you very much for the game there. So, okay, guys, this looks a little bit weird, the screen. I'll just try to keep it back, guys. I don't like this screen. I'm just trying to try something new there. Just trying to get something exciting, but yeah, I don't think it's looking great as of now. I'm trying to get a new layout for my screen, guys. Okay, we got a game here. I'll just keep in this way and we'll play the game first and we'll come back to fix the screen. Okay, let's go for. Should we berserk? Let's berserk in this game, guys. Okay. Okay, that's great, Saksham. That is great, absolutely great. Saksham says he's in Abu Dhabi right now for his tournament, and Saksham has met Nihal Sarin, Arjun Erigaisi, and Eric Rosen too. That is great, amazing, amazing. I'm looking forward to your pics, Saksham. Can you share some photos with us? It would be great to see your photos with these all legends. Okay. Nihal Sarin, I was able to see him or meet him on the Bishop D4 check. I don't like this. Okay. Nihal Sarin, I was able to see him in the Olympiad, and I mean Arjun Erigaisi and Nihal Sarin. Eric Rosen, I think he was not Eric Rosen, but definitely you can try to send us some pics, Saksham. And thanks for sharing this information with us. That is absolutely great. Thank you very much for sharing the information, Saksham. And I wish you all the best, all the very best, guys. Saksham, guys, everyone, please try to, those are watching, please try to wish Saksham in his Saksham all the best in his tournament. He's playing in Abu Dhabi, guys. He's playing in Abu Dhabi. He's playing against the Masters, and we wish him all the best and all the luck in his games. And we wish him to win against few title holding players. Okay, all the best, Saksham, to you. We hope you come out with flying colors. Yeah. Now we have rook d1 here attacking the, and in meanwhile, guys, I am in time pressure, but I've managed to get my knight on d6 very well there. So bishop moves. Now let's go for this. Let's go for, where can the knight move now? Knight has only one square here. So if I go queen to c4, what happens to the knight? The bishop is hanging, right? So they will move knight a4. I will take the knight. They will take my bishop. Hmm. So let's go rook e1 first, and then try to go queen c4. Okay, now we'll go queen c4. Idea is to attack the knight on c5. Now the knight is hanging there. Oh, 25 seconds. Okay, guys. I have to be super quick now. Super duper quick. I know I'm getting a piece, but there is no increment. And I have to keep playing fast now, as fast as I can. Oh, knight a6, right? How did I miss that move, knight a6? Okay, anyways, let's go here. I think I just got distracted for a bit there. I'll go for the b7 pawn now. Bishop moves. Okay, we'll go back. Oh, knight c5 hurts. It hurts. It really hurts bad. I have queen a7. Queen e4 check. No, not possible. Rook moves. We have this. Queen c6. Yeah, it's a rook f1 mate now. I should not have berserked. I should not have berserked. Yeah. Okay, that was a miss. Okay, anyways, guys, a very good game. Thank you, Sisom Kumar, for the game. That was fun. I was just trying to do the berserking, but it was fun. Okay, guys, back to your questions. Let me know, guys, if you have any questions, queries. And I have to show you this game, guys. Yes, Saksham, I'm very happy that you got the all the praises from us and all the best luck for you for all the best for your tournament there. Okay, so let's come back now, guys. Let's try to check the game which I wanted to show you guys. Oh, we got another game. Harsh is playing with us. Harsh is again a very good follower of us. Okay, guys. Hello, Harsh. If you are listening to us, thank you very much for playing. Okay, Darshan says make it 1 hour. Darshan, we have two tournaments back to back, so you can play the next one as well. And many of us have to have very less time in the game actually to in the day actually to play the tournament. So I've kept 30 minutes so that anyone who is free can join and play quickly and can win the tournament also, guys. You don't have to wait for 1 hour. These are very quick tournaments for 30 minutes or less than that. So you can just participate and win quickly after in those tournaments. Okay, we'll go c6. We'll try to go b5. I should have berserked in this game. Anyways, right? I have promised myself now not to berserk and lose the games. So I will avoid berserking. I don't need to come first in tournament, but try to play well. That's the point. So do not berserk. Do not berserk. Okay. There was very funny comment from Magnus regarding berserking. I think once he said that only a Stone Age man can berserk. I think that is what he said or sometime. I don't remember what was his statement, but it was something funny regarding the Stone Age man. Only the Stone Age man can do the berserking. He should do the berserking because berserking is not good for you. Yeah. Okay, let's see. The bishop is hanging there, so not hanging, but we'll just try to go here and try to attack the queen. They'll play f3 now. F3, and now we can just go back to d7. So this is a bad pawn right now. The knight does not have many good squares to move. And knight d5. Let's try to go knight f4 and try to fork the bishop and get it for free now. Yes, so this g3 is also a weakness. So if you are able to land somewhere on g3, that will be helpful for us. And now we take the knight, and then the bishop is also hanging beyond the knight. Let's take the bishop, and this is a fork. So I think they'll go for bishop g7, king g7, and then the rook to e3 maybe. Okay, let's take the free bishop as well. Pawn takes, pawn takes. They cannot take the knight. Bishop is supporting the knight there. And now I think they have, okay, they took the knight. Okay, let's take the queen. I think they didn't see the bishop on g7 there. Okay, all the viewers out there, welcome to the live stream. I hope, guys, you all are doing well. And this tournament is going to end now, but the next one is starting very soon, guys. The next one is starting very soon. So if you wish to play, definitely participate. Definitely go to this page of Kelo Chess India, join the tournament, and try to play the second one, the second tournament, which is starting soon in around 10 minutes time. I'll just go back to the team page. So this is the one, guys, which is starting very soon, the next tournament. I'll share with all of you guys this link. Okay, my move is there. Let me make the move. Let's get the free knight. I'll come back to the chat. Welcome all viewers. I am trying to share the link there in the chat. Guys, you can try to join there from the on that link. Okay, where is my game? Okay, my game is going here. On to d4, and I'll just go for the free pawn. Spin the rook, and now we have rook a2, rook takes rook. Welcome all viewers. Hope you are doing fine, guys. And I'll just bring up that game I want to show from such a long time. Oh, I think I have closed that window. Is it? Yeah, no, it's there. It's there. Okay, let's go to K2. Okay. Oh, we should have gone knight F4, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to bring Gukesh's game. Yes, I think that should be it. Let me try to. What is this? Okay, I have to go here now. Next. Okay, guys, this game I'm trying to share with all of you guys. Let it load. And here I think I have this check now. It's a mate. Yeah, let's go back. Yeah, this guys is a Turkish Super League which is going on, and this is Gukesh scheme. Okay, I have to rearrange this screen for you. Yeah, so this is Gukesh's game today, which he has won not comfortably, but somewhere he was not doing well actually. And for some reason, I mean, I have to check the game what happened there. This is still going on. So let's go through the game. So Gukesh is playing with black piece. Oh, we got a game there. Let's go back and play the game first. We got a game against Bhushan. Okay, Bhushan, let's go ahead. Let's play knight to f3. Okay, I'm not going to berserk. Okay, he played the move. c5. We'll go g3. We'll go bishop g2. f5. f5 is what we should target now. Let's go knight c4, knight e3, and knight f5. They have this knight e7 move. Bishop g5 would also have been a good move there. Generally, when the pawn is not on e5, we put the bishop on f4 there. So now rook d1 is pinning the. Okay, let's go knight f5. We intend to take the free pawn now on d6. We have bishop to g5. Okay, let's go bishop g. Okay, let's go bishop b6. No, we'll go bishop g5, pin the knight. They will go h6 now. H6, and now we can try to come on e3. They have this knight c4 move now. Knight c4, bishop c5, and then if the queen moves away, okay, we'll go b3 now. Stop knight c4 first, and then we have all the time we want to go knight d2, rook d2, rook d1. Yeah, let's do that. Rook d2 and get the rook on d1 there. Just try to improvise the position as much as possible. Do we have? Yeah, I think we have bishop g4. Do they have knight g6, queen g6? I think we can just take, right? Okay, queen f6 there. And now I think we have bishop h6 first, attacking this pawn multiple times. And now, do we have bishop g5? I think yes, we can go for the, but they have this move now. We can take the queen, can take this, and if they capture, we have this check. King moves, and now we have this check. Okay, threatening queen h5 mate now. Yes, a very nice game again. Yes, so just in time. Giant Killer is here. Giant Killer is playing very well. Student of Tal is playing well. Look at that, guys. Last second change. Last second, Student of Tal has climbed up to the first place. A very nice end to the tournament, guys. Fantastic, fantastic. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, spam your Insta IDs. Okay, Student of Tal, last second he got up, right? Guys, you checked that. Last second, within last, I mean, 3 or 4 seconds, he was just able to climb on the first place. So great, Student of Tal, great performance there. Giant Killer, second place. Great. Sisom Kumar, again, very nice. Good performance, guys, today. Badrinath is here, 6 points. KB Mark, 6 points. I am Tal fan, 4 points. Noman P, 4 points. Bhushan, 4 points. And Rolex, 4 points. 20 players participated here, guys. Fantastic participation from all of your players. Thanks, all guys, for participating. Congrats to all winners. Okay, guys, next tournament starting very soon. You can join here. Okay, next tournament starting into 2 plus 1, starting in around 10 minutes. So we have 8 minutes around here, guys, before the tournament starts. So what we'll do now is we'll try to check this game, guys, which was played between Andrei Esipenko and Gukesh D. And I think Pragananda's game must have started today. Let's check if Pragananda's game has started. Pragananda versus Niels. Okay, Abu Dhabi has started and FX Crypto Cup. Let's check this. Third round in progress. Pragananda is playing with GM Niels Hans Niemann. Okay, let's see here. So Pragananda started. He's playing with black pieces in the first round. There are going to be 4 rounds, guys. Every two players are going to play 4 rounds. So this Pragananda and Hans Niemann are going to play 4 rounds with each other in this round. So e4, c5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, e6. This is the Rasolimo attack, you can say. Or I think it's called as Moscow variation. So Rasolimo, I think this is Rasolimo. Let's click on book. Yeah, Rasolimo attack. Yes, this is what it's called, bishop b5. So after bishop b5, e6, castles, knight e7, rook e1, h6, b3, a6, bishop takes, knight takes, and now bishop b7, bishop b2, b5, a4. Interesting move because white wants to make sure black does not get this very good setup on the queen side. b4, d3, pawn to d6 here, pawn to d4, and now pawn takes, knight takes, and now knight takes, and now queen takes. Now we have a very nice attack here on g7, so the bishop is not able to move. Here rook b8 was played, knight to d2. Now knight has a very nice square on c4. Knight can jump to c4, and later on maybe we have this idea of going a5 and putting the knight on b6. Also the knight can go to f3, try to go e5, or we can try to go e5 as well. We can try to go knight c4 and then e5. If pawn push, then we have knight d6 kind of move. And if bishop takes, we take with the pawn, and if queen takes, we have queen takes g7 there. So pawn to e5, stopping all the attack on g7. But this creates a hole on d5. Now I think this is very much nice for white. So Niemann plays rook to d1. Let's flip the board, guys. Let's flip the board and think from Pragananda's point of view. Pragananda, if you're playing in the, if you're in Pragananda's shoes right now, guys, or in the seat, right? We don't have shoes in the just, but we can say that if you're in Pragananda's seat right now, how would you have continued the game? Because see, this bishop is kind of stuck right now. You cannot put the bishop here. The a6 pawn is hanging. Yes, bishop on b7 is there. This is an okay move attacking here. But later on, maybe we have to go f5 to open up the diagonal for the bishop to attack more. So what should be the game plan here? Because d5 square is super weak. That is the only square that we need to guard right now with by going bishop b7. The knight would come to c4, e3, and then d5 here. Even they can go to f5. The problem again is, guys, if the bishop goes to b7, then they have this knight f5, right? And f5 square is unchallenged. Then the bishop would have to come back. But still the bishop won't be able to capture because of queen h6 there. A lot of good plans for white here. It would be interesting to understand how black continues from this position because see, b4 is also going to be a long-term weakness, a static weakness, which is always going to be there. So Pragananda's strategy would be very interesting here to watch out for. So there are going to be four games, guys, and if there is a conclusive result in four games, if suppose Pragananda wins one game and draws remaining three games, then he will win the game by scoring 2.5 points. So at least one game you should be able to win from all of these four, and remaining you can draw. In short, maximum score from 4 points will be the winner. If the score is not clear after the four games, if it's still a draw, then there is a tiebreaker game. And in tiebreaker, then anything can happen, right? Anyone can win over there. Okay, guys, let's come here. It's seven players joined so far, and starting in 4 minutes. So we still have some time. Now let's go back to Gukesh's game. Gukesh has won today against Andrei Esipenko. And Andrei Esipenko, guys, he is a very famous player. Once recently, last year, I think he was able to beat Magnus Carlsen in one of the tournaments, and that was really a great achievement for him. He became famous overnight. So, and he also won. No, he did not won. I think Van Forest won some tournament there. Okay. So let's go ahead, guys. So d4 was played by Gukesh. Let's flip the board. Okay, and we are thinking from now Gukesh point of view, d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight f3, d5. So this is kind of a Catalan which white is trying to play here. We want bishop b4 check, bishop d2. This is Bogo Indian if I'm not trying. If you play Nimzo Indian and if they go bishop d2, that is a Bogo Indian defense. Okay, so here, okay, some move happened there. What happened? Okay, here. Oh, okay. Let's see. So after this move, Rook d1, we saw Rook d1 here. Then Pragananda castled. And after Pragananda castled, White went knight to c4 there. Okay, knight to c4. Again, as I said before, this is a very nice plan for White to go e3 and come back on d5 and f5. So knight c4 was played here, and now bishop g4 has been played by Pragananda. So this is going to be a very nice game now. So the rook is going to be at okay. He played the rook to d2, and look at the time, guys. So Bragananda is having slightly better, is better on clock. And this, I think, I'm 100% sure this is all going to be very well prepared by Pragananda. He is absolutely phenomenal in last few games. He knows whatever things he's playing, he's absolutely confident about it. So this all should be his preparation. Now we have this, but d6 is hanging, guys. So slight trouble here for Pragananda, maybe. Maybe there could be some trouble because if the knight, if white gets this free pawn on d6, knight d6, bishop d6, queen d6, rook d6, and rook d6. Then e6 is hanging, e5 is hanging, b4 is hanging, right? And it will be difficult for Pragananda to recover from this bad position. Then let's hope that Pragananda manages to save the pawn on d6. Let's try to figure out what's the engine says here. Engine says is perfectly equal. It recommends bishop g5 here. So bishop g5 and then knight e3 maybe to save the rook. They cannot go knight d6 there. So it's a counter attack kind of move. If you take the pawn, I'm going to take your rook. So bishop g5, knight d6, I'm going to take the rook on d2. And we exchange up. The point is, can white sacrifice the rook on d2 and still hold a very good position? Because e5 is also hanging then, right? So maybe white can consider bishop g5, knight takes d6. Yeah, knight e3 is the given there. Let's see if bishop e5 and if okay, let's see if the tournament is starting. Still 1 minute and 25 seconds to go. I just wish everyone all the best. Okay, so Pragananda seems to be in good position. So now knight d6 here, knight e3. Yeah, I was suggesting knight d6. Okay, here. Okay, it says minus 2.1, immediately minus 2.1. And instead of capturing the rook, it says the best move is queen e7. The idea is to go rook d8 and pin the knight there. Yeah. And if we take the rook, that is also fine. We can take the rook and continue. But queen e7 move, guys. Look at this. Queen e7 supporting this pawn first, and they're not able to save this rook. Okay, anyways, they cannot save this rook. So maybe they just try to take the knight back, and now we can just go. Oh, this is again a blunder, right? Because we can just go here and then take the rook. And where will the queen go actually? Queen is trapped. Queen is trapped, guys. Queen e7, amazing move that Pragananda has here. Look at this, guys. So if knight d6, instead of capturing the rook, which is also fine, but you can go queen e7 trying to go rook d8 and trapping the queen there if possible. So they cannot go a6, the rook is hanging.
10, 9,
Okay, tournament
8,
is starting, guys. So we'll play
7,
tournament and come back to
6,
this game to analyze
5,
it. Okay,
4,
let's go to the
3,
last move there.
2, 1, 0.
Okay, this game is going on. I'll just come back to tournament and wait for the pairing there. 11 people have joined so far. I'll come back to comments, guys. If you are any, if there are any, okay, no comments so far. Okay, let's try to play with student of Tal there. Okay, let's go. Let's play Nimzo Indian today. Okay, let's go d5 now because they are not going c4. Go c5, knight c6, and then queen b6, queen b3, pawn to c4. If they capture, we capture back and play the end game. If they don't capture, okay, that's fine. This is good for us. We have to go h3 now. h6 and then bishop f5. This is also a very good plan. The h6 was to just avoid knight h4 and knight takes bishop on g6. So now bishop is absolutely okay there. Happy. Knight a3 stops this, right? Knight pawn b5. Let's go e6 now. They have this knight b5 move. We threaten to capture and then rook takes. So they have to play knight to b5 and then we have rook to a5. संजय विश्वकर्मा इज here. हेलो संजय, गुड टू सी यू. इसके बाद सबके साथ भी खेलोगे? यस संजय, संजय विल ट्राई टू प्ले विथ यू. हम खेलेंगे डेफिनेटली, एक 3 या 4 गेम डेफिनेटली खेलेंगे. जब तक है जान हम खेलते रहेंगे. राइट राइट. ओके सो यस संजय जी, आपके साथ ज़रूर खेलेंगे हम. डेफिनेटली इस टूर्नामेंट के बाद चैलेंज कीजिएगा. हम खेलेंगे, ज़रूर खेलेंगे, क्यों नहीं. ओके, नाइट टू c2, लेकिन हमें इस ब्लिट्स खेलना होगा संजय जी. विल प्ले ब्लिट्स. ओके, 3+2 कैजुअल. Okay. Now this is a move, but it does not seem to be appealing very much. Okay, and knight c7 now. a4, bishop e7, and rook goes here. They have this bishop d1 then. Yeah, this is what I have to be careful. Rook takes, bishop takes, rook takes. Yeah, that is clear. And now the rook will move here to attack the pawn on a4. Yes, all the viewers out there, welcome to the live stream. आज हमारा late night stream है दोस्तों. So जो जो जल्दी सोते हैं प्लीज जल्दी सो जाइए. डोंट गेट स्ट्रेस बिकॉज ऑफ द स्ट्रीम. एंड न्यू व्यूवर्स, guys, please subscribe, those who have just joined. Yeah, I think this is a mistake now. Rook takes knight, correct? Yeah, rook takes knight. Now I guess we have bishop d3 and now bishop c2. So पहले ये बिशप पिन नहीं था, अभी ये बिशप पिन हो चुका है, तो अभी ये कैप्चर नहीं कर पाएंगे. So let's go for rook exchange. Yes, let's go back to tournament. That was a good game. Yes, guys. So after this tournament, I'll try to play with you guys. Also, we'll discuss the game which is remaining between the गुकेश का जो गेम था आज का, एंड्रे एसिपेंको का और गुकेश का, ये भी हम डिस्कस करेंगे. ए फाइव के बाद क्या हुआ, बिशप जी2. ऑल्सो गाइज लेट मी नो गाइज, डू यू लाइक द कमेंट्री इन हिंदी, डिस्कशन इन हिंदी और डिस्कशन इन इंग्लिश? आपको कैसे पसंद है कमेंट्री गाइज, हिंदी या इंग्लिश? लेट मी नो, विल डू द नीडफुल देन. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, क्वीन C8 खेल दिया है. सो कैसल्स किया ब्लैक ने, नाइट C4 खेला, उसके बाद बिशप रुक D2 खेला, क्वीन C8 यहाँ पे. तो ये D6 फ्री दे रहा है. ओके, वी हैव टू प्ले द मूव, लेट्स गो D3. Giant killer is playing here with us. ओके, अभी यहाँ पे फियान के टर्न नहीं है, तो रुक E1 खेल सकते हैं हम. यहाँ पे E5 खेला जाएगा, तो we'll go here E5, we'll try to go E3 and now F5. Let's go F5, G6, so it's good for us. Okay, C3, captures, bishop G5. Let's go bishop G5 यार, H6 को provoke करेंगे यहाँ पे. We'll provoke H6 and after H6 we can just go back to D2 there. Rook D1. बस एक मूव मिल जाए rook D1 के लिए तो कंफर्टेबल हो जाएगा यहाँ पे. Yeah, now we have D4 also. D4 pawn takes. Yeah, let's go D4 there. D4 knight E4 को क्या खेलेंगे फिर? Rook takes, pawn takes and pawn takes. ये थोड़ा रिस्की हो सकता है. बहुत ही बढ़िया लग रहे पीसेस ये तीनों. Three minor pieces in the center of the board. Amazing there. Okay. Can we check? Pressure on this knight now. Bishop E7. Bishop H6 तो है possible. Okay, let's try to sneak the queen in now. Knight G4 को क्या? Knight G4, Bishop E7, Rook E7. Hmm. Let's try this. I think we're getting d5 pawn now. Yeah, we're losing d3 pawn now. Okay, that's fine. I think they misclicked. They had to go on b2 there. Okay, let's go back to tournament and let's check some moves happening here, guys. What happened here? So यहाँ पे तक देखा था हमने रुक d2, क्वीन c8 भी देखा था, नाइट d6 फ्री पॉन दे दिया. After free pawn, queen e6 now attacking the knight again. Queen d5, queen takes, rook takes and pawn f6. So ये pawn free देने का reason क्या है? So let's try to figure out. Pawn f6 अभी ये बचा लिया pawn. Now what? c2? क्या ये weakness है इसलिए free दिया pawn? Let's check the evaluation here. क्या evaluation दे रहा है? +1. +1 evaluation. ठीक है, I mean even if the evaluation is +1, this is not best I think for white because see black has a bishop pair, right? And the c2 is a permanent weakness. So if black is able to get at least this c2 pawn by sacrificing one of these pawns, then there is a very good attack on this f2 and the bishop on b2. And the bishop does not have very good squares to go. So that is definitely going to be helping black over here. Okay, we got a game. Let's go back to I am Tal Fan's game and let's try to play our King's Indian attack. Okay, exchanges. Okay. या नाइट d2 के लिए थोड़ी जल्दी कर दी मैंने, यहाँ पे नाइट d2 नहीं खेलना चाहिए था. Now queen d2 and bishop goes to h6. f5. This is interesting. We have d4. Let's try this. Rook is under attack. Rook has to move. And now we have d4 move or bishop h6. d4 also looks nice. Takes pawn takes. Where will the knight go? c4. But it is bishop d5. Let's go d4. Yeah, that's a blunder. I think they missed that c4 is hanging and it's a double attack. Yeah. Yeah, let's go back and check this game. Some moves happened here. Okay. What happened? What happened here? Okay, the pawns are knight f5, pawn takes, and now I think this bishop is slightly on a passive side because of course Pragananda has now this rook c8 and rook takes on c2. Same time I think this white king or white rook also has this kind of moves. Yeah. So let's see. This will be an interesting game, guys. If Pragananda is able to convert this into a win, it will be amazing. Because looking at the time pressure, Pragananda is slightly, I mean, slightly one step back of Niyaman there. Okay, let's try to play our perk defense. Oh, we had to berserk. Okay, that's fine. No berserk, no berserk. I promised myself no berserk. Okay, I have to control my emotions there. Avoid berserking all the time. Go c5, bishop e6, and c4. It's castle now. E6, B5, BC4. Okay, let's try that. Now we can go B5, bishop B7, knight D7, and knight E5 is also a very nice tactic there. Okay, bishop B7 now. We want to get rid of this bishop. So we go knight D7, threatening to go C4, pawn takes, bishop takes, and then knight C2, forking the queen and the rook there. Yeah. So now we cannot push the. Okay, we have E6, right? Forcing the knight to go back. Knight goes back to C3. Then we can go C4, pawn takes, bishop takes, and knight C2 there. Yeah, that would be a good setup for us. Oh, okay. Now we can capture back with the pawn. The queen is under attack, and we can just take the knight now, right? It's a free knight. Yes, it is a free knight. Okay, the queen goes back. Now we can take the knight on D5. Let's go E5. We can exchange the pieces. Now, see now, guys, once we are piece up, we have three minor pieces. They have only two minor pieces. So once we are piece up, we should try to look for exchanges. Okay, they moved the bishop away. They don't want to exchange. Now we will create some attacks on the queen there, hidden attacks on the queen. Okay, they have moved the pawn up. Now this is hanging, so we find the hanging piece and we attack the hanging piece. So we go queen to G5, attacking the knight there. I hope the knight was somewhere on. Okay, they have missed. The knight is hanging. They have pushed the pawn to c4. So it's a right time to get a free piece. And now this I think is winning, absolutely winning. We can go this d3 also. And now if the queen captures, we have a very nice skewer here. And can you tell me guys what is a skewer here? Look at the bishop, right? Look at this rook. So if we just move the bishop here, it attacks the queen. And once the queen moves away, we take the free rook on, not free rook, but we get a rook for a bishop there, right? So you have to be careful when you're getting a free pawn. Always be careful, guys. Don't just take the pawn. There's always going to be some kind of trick there, right? To fool you or trying to trick you there. Okay, now this rook takes, and now d6 is hanging. But I want to give this d6 free. Do you know why, guys? Because if the queen takes on d6, I have a attack on this queen, right? So this knight will go to f3, give a check, and I will take the free queen then. Okay, so I'll give this pawn for free. Let's try to set up a trap. Let's see if Harsh captures this pawn on d6. Even if they capture on d4, we have this x-ray attack or the hidden attack, discord attack on the queen. So we just go knight f3, sacrifice the knight. Okay, okay. We'll go g3. We'll go g3. We can go f5 as well next. We'll try to attack more. Yeah, finally they have taken the pawn and fallen for the trap. Now we'll go knight f3 check, and after they take the knight, we'll take the queen then, right? So this is how you can set up the traps, guys, and try to get free pieces. Always try to set up a trap. Give something free, set up a trap, and get their free pieces. Yeah, Gukesh, sorry, Pragananda is really playing well today. Let's just check what's going on in their game as well. So they have reached. Okay, I'll just come back to my game. Now we have rook takes pawn check after they save the rook. Yes, so this rook takes pawn. Okay, they have given the free rook. We'll just take with the pawn. We can get a queen. So I think they're going to capture the pawn with the bishop. So we'll just take it in advance. They don't want us to get a queen. Yeah, and now we can just checkmate them. Mhm. Okay, let's go here. This is check, and then king moves here. Then there is rook check, king moves here. There is bishop f2 mate then. Okay, so check, king g3, and rook g2 check, king h4, and oh no, but the king moves here, right? Okay, bishop f2 check, king moves g5, and then I think this still not a mate because the king would come here. Okay, let's just go f5 and try to open up the castle there. Now we have queen h5 mate finally. Yes, thank you very much for the game, Harsh. Let's go back to the tournament. Bhushan is really playing well on 12 points now. I am on second place with 12 points. We have a giant killer killing all the giants there. Bonrook is here. Hello Bonrook, hope you're doing fine. Talfan is also playing very well. My Shakti is here. Sisom Kuwar is here. So 13 players are playing so far, guys, and we still have 10 minutes to go for this tournament. So I hope, guys, you are enjoying this tournament and enjoying the stream as well. Those who are new, guys, please make sure that you hit that like button before you close the stream. And if you have any queries, questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section. Now, let's quickly jump to the Pragananda's game, which is going on, guys. Pragananda is playing against Neil Manhan Smoke from, I think he's from US, yes. He's a American Grandmaster. And let's look at the pawn structure. This, as I said before, this b4 pawn is always a weak pawn here. Okay, we got a game with my Shakti. Let's try to play our King Sentinel attack. Knight f3 there. We'll go g3, bishop g2, and then we'll go d3, knight to d2, and continue the game there. Bishop g2 now. Now d3, knight d2, and we can go e4 next. Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay, they want to go h5, h4. Let's go h4. Stop their pawn from coming ahead anymore. Now we have a nice outpost on g5 there. Hello, Neil. How are you? You're back, Neil. Good to see you, Neil. I hope you're doing fine. I just saw your ID, Kilo Chess with Neil. Yes. And Neil, your interview is still pending. I remember I had promised you that we'll take your interview. I could not do it before. I know that. But yes, definitely we'll try to do it sometime soon. Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead, guys. And who else? Okay, this they are trying to attack here on c4. Can just go to a6, right? We can take on e5 also. We'll just take the bishop here. And I will pin the knight. Okay, queen e8. We'll go here, b3. And we send b3 now. Okay, can we go a5? Let's go f4 now. We'll try to open the f file. And at the right moment, we have to go for this bishop h3 move. Okay, we'll push the pawn. Rook has to. Where will the rook move now? They can't move, right? If pawn takes, I take it back, and the rook is attack again. And if the rook moves, okay, rook moved there. We can take now, and then take the pawn. And now we have knight d6 check with the discord attack on the king and the queen there, right? So it's winning now. A very nice discord attack there. We'll take the queen. And now I think this should be winning for us. Oh, no, don't blunder. I was going there on e6. Okay, let's just go here. There is knight e3, of course. We'll just take the c6 knight there. c8 is e8 is hanging. If they take this, we take this. And now pawn takes. We can just take. Okay, let's take the pawn first here. We'll go a5. If they take, we have rook takes. Okay, knight c2. Now I think we can just go to c7 with the tempo. Check. This should be a mate. Oh, yeah, check. Yes. Let's go back to the tournament now. 6 minutes in the game. Bhushan is really playing well today, guys. A very nice game from Bhushan. Yes, Sarvasva is here. Sarvasva is Sarvasva. Happy birthday to you, Sarvasva. It's your birthday today. You message me, sir. It's my birthday today. So, warm wishes from entire Khelo Chess India team and all the community to you. And we wish you have a very great birthday today, guys. Okay. Happy birthday, Sarvasva, once again. Yeah. Let's try to play the next game now. Yes. Okay. I'll just quickly check this game. What's happening here? So they both are playing in time pressure. Hans Niemann versus Pragananda. Okay, we got a game. Let's go back. Bunruk. Let's go the Perk way. We can go E5 here. We can go C5 as well. Let's go C5 here. And now, what do we do here? Oh, we had to go Bishop G4 and take the knight, but that is okay. We can go E6 now. Can we go E6 now? Is that a good move? We go Knight G4, trying to go Knight E5. Knight takes F4, and then we can come back to D7 and try to go F5 as well there. Okay, so hold on. There is some message from Sarvasva. We'll read that message. F4. Just go back here. We have to go for E6 now, guys. We have to play E6. E6 not playable now, so we'll go Knight F6 first. Bishop takes. Okay, E6 now. Okay, so Sarvasva is asking a question, and the question is, yeah, the question is there is a tournament in my team going on. Can you play it? Okay, I have already promised the viewers that I'll play some games with them. I will check your tournament which is going on, and if possible, I'll try to play, but I'm not sure if I can play that, Sarvasva. Knight takes e5, knight takes f3 now. Check there on g1. We also have queen d4 check. Okay, bishop moved. We have knight d3, bishop d3, queen d3. We can take the c4 pawn now. No, 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 no. Okay, it happened. Okay, let's take the c4 pawn. I saw queen d4 check and queen takes bishop now. So we get an extra pawn on c4, and we also retain the bishop pair, and their bishop pair is gone after this queen takes c4 there. So good for us so far. Okay, so what's happening here, guys? Is the result out for Pragananda and Niman? Now I think the result is not yet out. We'll wait for the result. I just refresh this page. Okay, knight moves here. We have another pawn free on b2. Now the question is, how greedy should we get here? There is knight d6. Let's go b6 here, guys. I know this rook is hanging, and queen f3 could be devastating for some reasons there. Now I think we have queen d4 there, threatening to capture the rook. And we have bishop b7 next. Knight is in danger, so knight has to move. Bishop c3, queen takes queen, the rook takes, bishop takes knight. Yeah, rook f2 would have been yeah, the queen moves, and now I think rook f2 is a good move there. See, rook f2, bishop e3, bishop check on g2, king takes on king g1, rook check, king takes g2. Nope, nope, nope. There has to be something here, guys. Something that I can use. Okay, let's play fast now. I don't want to lose on time. We'll just take the queen if the bishop moves and try to play simple. Queen is trapped. Yes, the queen is trapped. Have to find a mate here in 20 seconds, guys. Okay. Okay, just in time. Bhushan and me finishing on the same points now. I think yes. Yes, almost. So this game is going on, and I think don't they will not calculate this game maybe. Yeah, time is done. Yeah, so this game won't get calculated, and I think I would get the first place now. Exactly same score, exactly same. Yep. Okay, guys, those are watching, guys. So congrats all for playing in this tournament. Congratulations to all the winners. So those of viewing now, guys, you can follow us on Instagram. I'll share my Instagram ID with all of you. And we send all the updates on Instagram or on the YouTube and on our Telegram channel. So we have multiple channels, multiple ways to contact you all. So guys, definitely follow us on Instagram. This is my link on Instagram, MHS. You can follow there. I will also send a link there on the uh, YouTube. And guys, I'll just keep the stream running for about 10-15 minutes. If you have to challenge me, definitely you can challenge me, guys. We'll keep it playing for some time now. And okay. Okay, guys, so I'll just take quick break of couple of minutes. I'll be back in a minute or two. We'll discuss this game between Pragananda and Niman. So what happened here? Oh, Pragananda lost the first game. Okay. Yeah, he lost the first game. I think analysis is in progress. Aronin and Magnus Carlsen is still going on, it seems. Yeah, the game is still going on, and three pieces versus knight and rook and two pawns. So Magnus seems to have upper hand here. So Magnus, I think, will convert this to a win. Okay, so I'll just keep this game running on the screen, guys. I'll be back in a minute or two. I'll just freshen up and come back to play against you guys. Okay. Hello guys, so I'm back. Let me just switch on the video. Yes guys, I'm back. So round three's first game. So there are four games in every round, guys. So this round three of what is this going on? Miami, right? FTX Cup. FTX Cup is going on right now. So unfortunately, Pragananda lost the first game here. And let's see. Okay, Liang Quang Lim has beaten Duda. That's good. That's good. Aronian and Magnus. Magnus has beaten Aronian with black pieces, guys. So I think Magnus is going to win this round with against Aronian. Anish Giri and Alireza Firoza, it's a draw. And so next round, second game has started, guys. Second game has started between all of these players. Let's just check the second game if they have started the game. No, not yet. So I'll just check this game and I'll just come back to the game between Gukesh and Andrei Esipenko, guys. Gukesh is playing the Turkish Super League in Turkey, and against Andrei Esipenko, he was able to win today with black pieces. He has also beaten a grandmaster in the first round. So Gukesh is in amazing form. So let's check this game. What happened? We saw till castles here. I'll quickly run through the games. So d4, knight f6, c4, e6. This is a kind of a you start with your Nimzo Indian defense. For idea is to go bishop to bishop to b4 there. Okay, so pawn d5 was played, pawn to g3. After that, bishop b4 check, bishop d2, pawn a5. After pawn a5, we go bishop g2. So Sipenko went for the Fianchetto variation here and castles, queen c1. So queen c1, I have never not seen much. This is a Bogo Indian, yes, guys. As I said before in the previous when the stream was going on, I said this is a Bogo Indian. Yes, it is a Bogo Indian defense. So Queen C1, what could be the idea of Queen C1? I have not seen this game Queen C1 much so far in the in this kind of positions. Okay, I'll try to find out what is the idea behind Queen C1 here. So it looks like a strange move, Queen C1. Okay, Bishop to E7, and this is C6 is a recent fashion. So yeah, C6 is also recommended. So Queen C1 was played, Bishop E7, castles C6, Rook D1, Knight D7, Bishop to F4. Knight to h5 here. Again, this is one of the you can see a London system move. They have a pyramid here, right? This and this is a pyramid that uh, black has created, and also this comes in sometimes in the semi-Slav systems where the bishop is on c8, and you go this knight h5 trying to capture here on the f4 bishop, so that they have no longer control of this diagonal, and you get some good dark squares to play with. Okay. Yeah, so let's see what happened. Bishop g5 was played. Bishop takes, knight takes, and now b5. So this way, black opens up on the queen side. Pawn to c5, white closes the queen side there. Queen e7, e4, and again, black has a chance to open up here on e4. Black did not open. Gukesh did not open here. What Gukesh played was bishop to a6 here. Bishop a6 again, I think this is a idea of getting the control of this diagonal. As bishop is on this diagonal, we can try to get the bishop on this other diagonal then. So bishop f3, knight back. Okay, lot of things, lot of things. What is this? Okay, the plan, yeah, that's what I think they are showing us the plan. Now, the plan is to go this knight on e8, then we go g6, knight to g7, pawn takes pawn, and then I think there's knight f5 move to attack more on this d4 pawn. Okay, so it's a complicated plan, but definitely possible. So now they play, I'll just go ahead now. Pawn e5 was played here, so knight e8 now. Now f5 square has opened up, right? The knight can land on f5 now. So they go queen e3, pawn h6, knight goes back, pawn g5, vacating the square for the knight to jump to f5 now, attacking the queen and on the d4 pawn. So bishop goes back to e2 now, knight to g7, brilliant move. On f4, knight f5, attacking the queen. Look at this knight, guys. This knight has traveled so much in this game, so much traveling as this knight has done so far. It went to h5, it came back to f6, it came back to e8, it came back to g7, it went to f5. So it's just going in circles now. Pawn f6, pawn takes, queen takes. Pawn takes on pawn and knight to d4 exclamatory move, the sacrificing the queens here. White has captured the pawn on g5, trying to capture the queen and just trying to destroy the black's castle. But what has black done here? Black could have captured the pawn, but instead of capturing the pawn, but if black captures the pawn, there is this queen g5 check, right, with the help of the knight. And if the queen captures, the knight would just capture the queen, and white would have this outside passer then. Okay, so what black did was instead of capturing this pawn on g5, he went for knight takes d4. Now, if white captures the queen, we have knight takes e2 fork on the king and the queen there, right? So after this check, the king moves, and then the black will take the queen on c1. So very nice tactic there by Gukesh here. Now here bishop to g4 was played, trying to attack this pawn and avoiding the knight fork altogether. Now again black has to decide whether to capture the pawn or do something else. So in the game, knight f3 check was given. So back to back guys, back to back brilliant moves by Gukesh here. Knight f3 check again. See, the light squared bishop is guarding all of these squares, right? All these squares are in light squared bishop's control. And if they capture now, they lose the light squared bishop and suddenly the queen becomes super active with the help of the rook. So that's what happened in the game. I think that's what bishop f3 they captured, and now queen takes. And look at the white squares, light squares, guys. All are weak here. All light squares are weak, right? And soon this bishop, after the pawn is pushed, the bishop will become a monster here, right? Yeah. So pawn takes pawn, rook to f5. Yeah, again very important rook f5 move. We want to stop queen g5 check and queen g7 mate. So we want to stop this check. Hence rook to f5 was played in the game. Then rook to e1 and then pawn to e3, pawn to e5 was played. Knight to d2, queen to h5, attacking both the hanging pieces at the same time, h3 knight and the pawn on h6. And now king to g2 is defending the knight. White does not care about this pawn. Knight is important here, and black brings his last piece in the game on f8. Now we have this rook moving maybe f3. We have queen f3 ideas. Sometime we have b4 and bishop f1 ideas also possible. So let's see how we also have this kind of move, pawn to e4 and knight e5, bringing all pieces in the game there. Knight on c5 is also attacking, so white has to be careful here. So here, what was played? Let's just go ahead. I'm just running through the game, guys. Okay, okay, okay. I think this is where the resignation came in. Okay, so absolutely beautiful position for black there. Look at the rooks at the cost of pawns. Black sacrificed all his pawns on the king side and got his queen, both the rooks, this knight coming in soon on e5, bishop opening up after going to b4, and the position is winning there, guys. Okay, so that is how Kukesh won today, round number two against Andrei Esipenko. A very good result for Indian guys overseas. And I think now I will just wait for some time. If anyone challenges me, definitely I'll try to play with them. If not, I'll just play a couple of games before I drop off for today, and then try to will end the stream then. Okay, so round three. The second game has to start now. This is a previous game wherein Pragananda lost. And this game has started, guys. Pragananda's next game has started. So d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight c3, and there is this bishop b4 move now, which is a Nimzo Indian move. Now, either black can go for Nimzo Indian or he can wait. There are certain other moves like he can go for b6, which is a Queen's Indian defense. There is c6, d5, trying to go for the Slav defense. There is d6 move. There are many moves. Let's try to check with the book. Okay, bishop b4 is the most favorite move. 72,000 games are there in the Leeches database. Okay, many moves played. Let's try to see what happened there. d5. Okay, d5 was played. Bishop b4 was not played there, so this got converted into Queen's Gambit declined. Now pawn takes exchange variation. Bishop g5, c6, e3, and Queen f3. Queen f3 is interesting, guys, because this is not like not much played here. Let's see Queen f3. Oh, it is one of the favorite openings. 607 games. in queen f3 there. The problem is queen f3 is there is queen b6 and there's counter attack on the b2 pawn. Then it's difficult to maybe handle some things on the queen side there. So queen f3 most favorite move by played by here Pragananda. Bishop g6 and now bishop f6 is the most favorite move. 532 games there. Okay, so the problem here for black is now black has double pawns. But the question for white is how can white take advantage of this? So h4 trying to go h5 first. So they go h5, stop our pawn at once. And now we go knight to h3, trying to go knight to f5, attack here. And also keep some attack here. So if we are attacking here on h, so knight f5, f4, attack on h5, and bishop is on e2, attacking h5. The rook is not allowed to go on g8 because we'll be having two attackers on h5 with the knight on f4 and bishop on e2. So rook has to stay there to defend the pawn. Even they cannot go bishop h6 and cannot block the rook's support there. So bishop d6 for here, g3, uh, knight moves, king moves, rook e1, getting this rook in the game. Maybe trying to go e4 now soon. Okay, this is the current position now, but rook e1, e4, don't you think that we will be left with an IQP here because d4 pawn is a weak pawn there, right? If it's left alone, who is going to save that pawn later on? So maybe I think the plan is this, and if they capture, we capture back with the pawn and open the file for the rook there. That could be the plan. So let's see, let's wait for the game. Meanwhile, I'll just check. I'll close this game, which we have just seen. I'll close this part and let's go back to the arena tournaments. Let's try to see if we can play any arena tournaments there. Okay, 5 plus 0 is going on. We'll join this. It's a 2 hours and 54 minutes arena. We'll just play a couple of games and then we'll stop for today. We got a game there. Let's go ahead. Never forgive me. They are berserking. We need not berserk. We'll just play simple. We'll go knight f6. We'll go e6. We'll go bishop b4. This is a Nimzo Indian defense, and we can castle now, guys. We'll just take. And now we have many options. We'll go d6. And they can go f5. Now we have knight h4 and pawn f5. g4, g4. Okay, we'll just try to get the knight here first. I think we messed up here. Okay, I should not have done that. Okay, pawn push. And these are running very fast now. I wasted a lot of moves there. Look at this knight. There is this knight f5 move. We'll just take it. Go f6 now. Yeah, the position is very difficult for us now. f4 now. That's 6. Okay, fantastic. So now we have to give the queen away. We're living dangerously here, guys. We are living absolutely dangerously here. Queen h5. Yeah, now I think we got a chance to exchange the queens. That is good for us. Now we should be winning, guys. Now we should be winning. We have extra piece. Okay, they resigned. Let's go back to tournament now. Okay, Sarvaswai Singh, please play my tournament. Okay, Sarvas, let me just quickly check what do we have there. Which tournament is going on? Okay, there are three players there, and okay, they are paused, right? Sarvaswa, so they are not playing there. Well, Bazak here. Okay, we can go e5. No, bishop g5 first. Idea is to go e5, pawn takes, but they have queen takes queen there. So queen e2 first, and then we'll go e5. So that if the pawn, see, if any piece you are pinning there. Okay, let's come back now. F4 could have been a good move as well. I want them to capture here. I'm waiting for them to capture. Now we go e5. Stick by the bishop. Ah, I had to play h4 first there. Yes, I missed. I missed. H4 was recommended there first. Now h6 is hanging. We'll go for h6 pawn. So we have successfully, broken the castle now. Now the point is, how can you get the rooks in the game, right? We need to get the rooks in the game. So what we'll do is we'll move the bishop away. We'll take the bishop first. F5. F5 is a good spot to give a check. Okay, we might come in time pressure, so let's try to play fast here. I wanted a position wherein this pawn was pinned by the rook and there was knight f5 fork, but right now the rook is guarding it, so we cannot do that. Okay, pawn takes, we'll just take it. They want to attack with the bishop, I know that, so we got to be careful there. Once we get the rook here, then we have a lot of threats. There is knight f5 check, pawn takes, and queen h6 check with the help of the rook. Okay, let's go rook h1, rook h8, yeah. Idea is to go h6, queen h6, queen h7 threats. Oh, knight g6, we missed knight g6. We have a fork here, right? Queen attacking the queen and the rook. Nice fork there, yes. Yes, we missed the fork. Rook f3. They are sacrificing the... Okay, they resigned. Okay, we have a check here. Okay, they thought if they capture here, we capture with the king, and then they have knight d4 discovered attack. But that's not working because we'll go for the queen first and give a check. Okay, let's go back to tournament now. Tournament going on very well. We are on the 14th place. That's good. That's good to start. Okay. Hello, all the viewers out there. I hope you are doing well, and I'm just making sure that everything is working fine. Okay, let's go back to the Gukesh game now. Not Gukesh, the Pragananda's game there. Okay, Pragananda is playing with Hans Mok Niemann from US, and he lost in first round, guys. Pragananda unfortunately lost in first round. Okay, let's try to play with Charles Chargere. Chargere. Okay, let's check here. So yeah, okay, so this is what we saw so far. F3, okay. Ah, okay, so they put the Praganda has put the bishop here on. Okay, we won the game. That's great. We are on second place now, guys. We are on second place in the Blitz Arena. Let's see if we can win this one. Okay, let's go again with the. They are berserking. I'm not going to berserk, guys. I don't care. You berserk anytime you want to do. I'm not going to berserk there. Okay. We'll go a3 and b4 then. Now we have a nice queen to see. We don't want to allow them to play e5. If we block them from going e5, definitely we'll get a good position there. And we also have now rook c1 followed by knight to e4. Let's go knight e4 there. Knight e4, knight e4. Now bishop b7. That is okay. We do have e4. What are they going to do after e4? How are they going to save e6 there? Should we go e4 then? Yeah, let's go e4. Pawn takes, and now knight has to move, and we get the e6 pawn. Then we have knight f7 check also, so that's good for us. That is definitely good for us. So queen e6 check, king h8, and knight f7 check there. So I think this is winning as well for us. Yes, yes, it is winning, guys. A very nice game going on here, and we are able to beat 22-38, guys. So that is 22-38 rating, guys. That is good for us. All the viewers out there, those who have just joined, welcome to the live stream, guys. I hope you are doing fantastic right now and enjoying the stream, guys. If you have any questions, queries, please feel free to ask on the stream. I will be happy to answer your questions, guys. We can do this, but let's go for this free pawn first. Threaten queen b7. Okay, we can go for the bishop. We are threatening this. If they move the rook, we get the bishop. So maybe bishop f2, rook f2, knight d3, queen a8, and we are winning there. Let's take the bishop. We'll get the pawn. And now we can just simply challenge the rooks there. We can do bishop d5. Bishop d5 looks like a nice move because if queen d5, we have this nice rook e8 check. Okay, so we'll go rook e2 for now. Okay, let's go rook e7 because right now we are defending this with the queen. Okay, so this is not a good move. We'll go over here. The idea is to go queen rook e8. Yeah, what have I done? See, I was just winning. I knew the queen was supporting here, right? Okay. Yeah, a blunder at the end. Okay. I was winning that. I was winning that game. Yeah, so that's what happens, guys, when you just get distracted for some reason. Okay, I'll just go back there. Yeah, here. Yeah, just I had to play this more, right? Simple bishop c6. I know this is just defending. Yeah, let's just go rook e8 and win the game. Anyways, let's go ahead now. Let's try to play the next game. Okay, knight f3. Pawn d5. Let's go g3. Let's try to play the King's Indian attack. Okay. All the viewers out there who have just joined, guys, make sure you subscribe and also hit that like button, guys. Do not forget to hit that like button. We can castle next. We got a challenge from someone. Ullu has challenges. Ullu, can you challenge us 3 plus 2, please? And actually, we are playing a tournament now. So let's conclude the tournament for a few games and then we'll try to play with you, Ullu. Let's go e5 now. Okay. Queen d7, trying to go bishop h3. We'll go rook e1, putting pressure on the e4 pawn. Now idea is to go pawn takes, and knight takes e5, free pawn on e5 there. So they push the pawn, keep everything safe. Now I think we can go for this. We have this knight h4 move, knight h4, knight f4. We have c6, we have c4. Let's go c6. c3. No, let's not go for c3. Let's go queen e2 here, guys, first. I don't want this pawn to remain d3 because if I go c4, there's just n pass and queen takes d3, and then again I have to struggle to get the pawn back. So I'll just put the queen here, support the pawn so that I can go c3 next or c4. Okay, they have played this move. Let's go a5, a4 because if they capture now we get this c4 square then for the knight. And from c4 the knight can attack on e5 there. So we don't want the pawn to be there on b5. Let them capture on a4 there, guys. Let's go c4 and then try to attack here on e5. Yes, all the viewers out there, guys, who have just joined, guys, make sure you hit that like button, okay, guys? There are very few likes, guys, on this video, so please hit the like button before you close the window there, okay? And let's come back to the game, which was going on between, where was the game going on? Yeah, here. So this game is going on, guys. It's a live game between Pragananda and Hans Neilman, two grandmasters. First game, Pragananda has lost against Neiman, and second game is going on now. So right now the position is fairly equal, it seems. Okay, my move. Let's come back. Okay, this is there. Let's go b3 first, and then we'll try to go on c4. So right now, let's check the engine evaluation here. It's slightly better for white, and I'm happy that Pragananda is getting slightly better position here. I wish he wins this game. Okay, I'll switch off the engine because I don't want any problems for my game. My game is going on, right, guys? So I should not be switching on the engines. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Rook f1 now. Again, the idea is to go knight h4 and try to go f5. There's another idea here. We can go king h1. See, everything is stuck. This bishop is stuck. So how can we activate the bishop? We can go king h1 here. We can go knight g8, and then we can try to go f4, f5, trying to attack there on the king side, which is a typical idea in the king's Indian defense. When you're playing king's Indian defense from black side, this is a very common idea. Now we put the knight back on g1, and now we start the attack by going f4, f5 and trapping the bishop. The bishop has nowhere to go. Yes, guys. So when we go f4, definitely they have to play a move like bishop to g4, and this is a bad bishop we have on g2, so we can put that on f3 and exchange that bishop right away. So the bishop comes here. We'll just go f3 first. We'll try to tease the bishop, and now the bishop goes back. Now we go f4. Same position, but we got f4 in advance here. Now we can go bishop f3. We'll exchange the bishops now. Okay, now we can have queen takes or knight takes. Let's go knight takes, because that creates a threat on e5. Okay, we had to take with this knight actually, because now there's a threat on e5, right, to get a free pawn. And now we also have this a very nice threat because there is no light squared bishop now. Previously there was this light squared bishop guarding the f5 square. So now we can put a knight h4, knight f5, and from there it's attacking on g7 as well as e7, and knight is a good square, has a good happy square on f5 there. Yeah. So let's make the knight happy a little bit. Knight f5. Okay, h3, h6, that's fine. Knight f5 now. We would have got this pawn free, right? I just missed on that one. Now bishop f8 could be interesting. Bishop f8, we take the pawn. They take with the knight, and then we have knight h6, pawn h6, and rook takes on f6 there. Yes, because the pawn is guarding this, and if we go here, the pawn moves away, and there is no support for this f6 knight, and rook can capture this knight on f6. And let's try this, guys. Let's try to capture on e5. I hope they capture with the knight. And now see, rook takes knight is possible. Yeah, excuse me, guys. So knight h6 now. I want them to capture with the pawn so that I can get this knight for free. There is knight g5 move, that's fine. I'll just bring the rook back to f4, attacking the knight there. Bishop g7, trying to drive my poor rook away. So I can go rook f4, I can go rook f5. This is a safe square. Oh, now there is a queen takes f5 threat because rook is pinning the pawn, right? So I have to be careful that I should not let my rook get captured for free. So let's go queen to f2 now, making sure we are not keeping the queen under pin anymore. and we're also putting pressure on the f7 pawn. We cannot capture right now because and king both are defending this pawn. We'll try to improve the position. We'll try to get the knight out. We'll try to get the bishop here. We'll try to get the rook on the third power for this rook battery, rook queen battery there, right? So yes, guys, let's see. Let's see if we can achieve this. Knight f3, bishop d2, and then rook to f1. Okay, opponent has left the game. We might claim the victory in 32 seconds. Let's wait for opponent. Okay. Okay, I think we can claim victory now, and then we can go back to tournament. Meanwhile, I'll just check this. I'll go back to tournament now, and we'll just check this game between. Where is the game? Yeah, what happened here? Okay, this Pragananda is fighting it out. Right now, Pragananda has this target, c6 target. This is a backward pawn, and this is a static. Okay, somebody is playing with us, and somebody has Berserk 2300 rated play. Let's go d6. Let's try out our poor pork defense. Let's go knight f6. Let's play like a poor player. Okay, this they are trying to go with the attack on the king side. We'll go b5 now. We'll go queen a5, king b1, and now we can go b4 first. We'll go bishop a6. We'll take the bishop here, and then now we can just develop the knight. And now we can castle on the queen side as well here. Let's try castling here on the queen side. Let them go knight f2. We'll just go king b8 and king back to. Okay, they're trying to attack here on b5 pawn. We can just put the queen over here now on b5. I know they have this a3 move, so that I cannot capture there. What can the knight do? I don't think knight has any good move. We'll just put the king safe on a8 now, and we'll try to go rook b8, rook over here on this c file. So rook b8 now. We'll try to go c5. c4 will just en passant. I think the rook captures, and now we can try to take the other rook over here. So far we are going very well, no problems whatsoever. Now it's a time that we may do some blunders. Okay, so let's try to figure out what can be the plan now. I don't want to blunder right away. So they have this d5 idea. We have this knight d7, knight b6, and knight c4 idea. Or we can also try to go on a4 there. So knight is an interesting, having an interesting route over there. So let's try this now, guys. Knight d7, knight b6, and knight to c4. Okay, the rook goes back. Maybe the queen wants to come to a5 now to exchange the pieces. Can we stop the queen from coming to a5? Yeah, the queen cannot come to a5, right? d3 will be hanging then. Let's go knight b6. Let's continue with our plan. We'll try to go a4 here. Okay, and now knight a4, putting all the pressure on the b2 pawn there. Now we have c5. Pawn takes, knight takes, knight takes, pawn takes, knight takes. Let's go rook b6, but I am afraid that mm, we should not trap our own queen. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Knight takes, queen takes, rook takes, rook takes, rook c6, rook c6. Okay, rook b6. What do you think about this, guys? Let's try to go rook b6. I want them to play c5, d5 so that the diagonal opens up. And now we go rook b8. Pawn push. We should not capture definitely. Can try to go back now. Trying to go on d5 because they have pushed the pawn. Our d5 square is vacant for us to occupy. If they capture, we'll just capture back with the pawn. They have queen, yeah, but we can just go for this knight. They take this knight, we take the bishop. So good for us so far, nothing to worry. Now let's go knight to d5. We got a hole there on d5. Now the bishop is under attack. Now the question, the big question, should we take the bishop? Or should we go knight to b4? Knight takes. We had knight before as well, right? So okay, let's take the bishop, guys. Let's take the bishop and let's go queen d5 there. This may not be the best move, queen d5, because I just have this move. Rook takes. How can I open the diagonal is the question. Maybe f6 move. What about f6, guys? I want to open the diagonal there. So f6 may be useful. Now we have knight b6 also, but there is rook takes c6. We can take this, takes, yeah. Now we have f5, opening up the bishop finally on d4. Okay, now d4 is hanging, so can we go c5 now? Let's go c4, c5. b2 is under attack. Yeah, we can just take this, the knight takes maybe, and can we take this is the question. Not taking is good for us. Not taking is absolutely good for us. If we take, the rook opens up, right? So why can't we just go back and wait now? Knight will take the rook, and if the rook moves back, we have pawn to c4. Oh, but they have knight b5. Oh, okay. But knight b5, we can just take the rook. Yeah, and they okay. Knight c5 now. Interesting sequence of moves. We can take here on c4 first. Attack the queen. They have knight c7. We can take the knight back on d5. So we got lucky there. That knight is supporting the queen. So check. Now we move up. Attack the knight, and now this is a time where I generally blunder, guys, so I have to be very careful now not to blunder. uh, okay, okay, be careful now, do not blunder, guys, do not blunder. Okay, e6 is hanging, we'll go for the f4 pawn. Okay, take on e7, take on g5, there is a check here, can we take on c6? Yes, very nice game, guys, excellent game coming to an excellent end. Thank you very much for the game. Whoever the player was, it was a very fierce battle. Of course, he berserked, but yeah, we had to play very well there, so not to miss. Okay, let's just check what this guy is trying to say. Can we play when you finish? Yes, fast, just player, you can challenge me. after the tournament. But this is for 2 hours, guys. So I won't be playing for 2 hours. Maybe 5 to 10 minutes more, and then I'll try to relax now. Okay, so let's try to go ahead with the King's Indian attack now. Pawn d6, and now we go g3, bishop g2, castles d3 next, and we try to go. Okay, there is g6, so we should wait. We should not go knight d2. We'll go e4 first. They'll go c5. Okay, they have not played this. We'll go c3 now, stopping knight d4. And now rook e1. We can just continue with d4 now next. d4, knight d2. Okay, they have played. This is okay. This is yeah. Let's go queen c2 here. Pawn takes. This is supported twice. Yeah, let's develop the piece. We have bishop g5 here also. Rook c8. We have bishop h3 to attack the rook, so the rook goes back. But we'll go bishop g5. I like this e5 move, rook d1 and then e5 move. If they take, we take. Bishop we should not capture, definitely. Let them go g5. Now we go rook. Now this is a good position for us because we have this very nice e5 break there, opening up the bishop's diagonal for the tactics. The bishop is really sniping there on the bishop on. Okay, they blocked it immediately. A smart player. So now if we take, if we take, okay. Let's go for pawn push here. Let them come on e4. Now we have option of capturing them on e4, and then let's capture pawn takes, and now let's come back to d2. I know d4 is hanging there, but we take this. Ah, okay. They want to capture with the. Let's take this with the knight first. So they capture with the pawn, and then we can go for. I'm trying to figure out a move. Okay, now we have bishop h6 and queen takes d4, both threats going well for us so far. If they go knight c6, we can go for this, and then queen takes, and then there is knight to g5, queen h7 mate. So far so good. And why are we not going knight f6 and bishop takes b7 is another question. Okay, I'll just come back to the comments if there are any. Okay, no more comments, guys. So yeah, we'll try to continue. Those who are watching, guys, do follow us on the Instagram channel. Instagram, not the channel, the Instagram. I'll paste the link in the chat. Do follow us on Instagram, guys. Okay. Okay, that's the move. Rook d2. And also take here, but we want to support the bishop. So we'll go over here, f4. f4 has knight. Let's go bishop, queen g5 there. If the knight moves, we have knight f6 check, and then there is also bishop takes bishop. So queen d4 is interesting here. Queen d4 trying to attack here. What we can do is we can just take, okay, rook c2. Yeah, let's try to go for this now. Check. And now we can go. There is knight f5. Yeah, that seems to be okay, right? Queen h4. Idea is to go bishop g7 check, king g7, queen h7 mate. So if knight f5, even then we go bishop g7. Anything, I mean, any move, we just go bishop g7 now. Bishop g7 check, and queen goes to h7 mate. Okay, let's go back to tournament now. So one lost game, even that we were winning there. But anyways, so 2300 performance, that's a good performance so far. So let's check the game which was going on between Pragananda and Hill Neeman. Rook d8, what's the evaluation here? White is better. Yes, white is winning, guys. Pragananda is winning the game. That's good for us. Let's go Nimzo Indian defense. If they go c4, we'll go bishop to b4 check, bishop d2 now, and we'll go queen e7. If they okay, knight d2, we can just go castles first. We'll go d6, knight d7, and rook b8. We'll take the knight. We'll go b6, bishop b7. They have d5 move, so I'm wondering how I will repel that move. So I should not go b7 immediately. Maybe I go c5 first, provoke them to play d5 move, and then I take. I cannot. I should not take. I'll just play this pawn push because I have knights, right? I should keep the position closed here. I want them to go pawn to d5. Let's hope they go pawn d5. Okay, they play pawn e3. Now I think I can provoke them again to go d5 with this pawn e5 move. I should have gone rook e8 as well. That is also good. Rook e8, queen e7. Bishop b7 is also a good move there. There's bishop a6 trying to attack on c4, but it is just b6 move. Now we have two options. We have this knight takes, trying to go for c4, but that will leave us with a weak pawn. So we'll capture it with the pawn here. They have e4, then we can go knight f8, knight e6, and knight d4. Okay, bishop moves. Let's try to get the queen out of this way and get put the rook there so that we can attack the queen. Bishop b7 definitely would be a good move for us. We want to go pawn e4 as well. So let's try to go bishop b7, rook takes b7, and now pawn e4 next. Should I go pawn e4 and open up the bishop? No. Let's go rook e1 first, rook e8 first. No need to go for the adventures as of now. We'll just simply try to go here, here. But where is the outpost for the knight? We have no outpost for the knight yet. So we'll go h5, h4 now next. Try to create some weakness on the king side. Okay, all the viewers out there, guys, let me know if you have any questions, queries. Also follow us on Instagram. My Instagram profile is mentioned in the comments, guys. So make sure you visit there and try to follow me to get all the updates. And also, guys, if you're new to channel, please subscribe and press that bell icon, guys. Okay, so now knight is trying to control this square, not allowing us to go on h4. Knight was here before, controlling these two squares. So now f3 and d3 are weak. So can we do anything on there? Yeah, now we have this move. So next move is to go maybe knight g4 first, followed by knight e5, trying to go there on f3. Yes, and we have to get this rook also in the game. Okay, now, oh, they want to go on d5. They want to go on d5. That is a good square for them, guys. Should we give the d5 square to them? They have taken it anyways. We cannot control it back. But now we'll try to maintain the knight. We'll not give away the knight easily because knight does not have any tricks, and we have some tricks here with by going pawn h4, pawn takes, and queen h4, h5 trying to go a mate on h2 there. Queen moves. I don't want to exchange the queens, so I'll move the queen away. I think knight is blocking their own way there. We can still try to go h4, pawn takes, and this queen h4. This is a very nice move, queen h5. They cannot move the rook away. I will just go queen f7 then. I think knight f4, they have to come back to f4 if they want to have any play there. So pawn on e4 really doing the trick there, just not allowing the knight to stay there on, yeah, as I said before, knight has come on f4. Let's go now this move. Now see, pawn takes, we also have, oh, this is interesting. Rook moves. Now see, we have this, we have to go on h2 there, right? So we'll just take the queen to h7. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Queen h7, they have rook to h5, and then we are losing the pawn, which is on f6. So let's just take the queen back, but then that would exchange the queens. You cannot put the queen here on g5. We have knight e5 move, which is okay because then we can go for f3, right? Let's go knight e5 back, open up the queen's side to go on g4 maybe. This will avoid everything. This will avoid a queen exchange and any problems we have on the h4 pawn. Okay. If we take, they have this rook to h3 move, so we cannot do that. We have g5 move now. We have g5, making the knight go away. Okay, you can see here some moves, guys, but that is coming from this game. Pragananda versus Hans Neil, and I think their Pragananda is winning. Okay, Rook moves away. We'll take the knight now. We got a free knight. They will take with the pawn. They have taken with the pawn now. What can we do next? We should have something over here. Okay, knight is pinned as of now, so we cannot take advantage of it. Do we have h3 check? King goes back somewhere, and then e3. Rook takes, rook takes. Okay. Hmm. Let's go for the check first. Let's trap the king and then try to work on this problem. Not even able to fork the queen from anywhere, guys. So, okay, the king moves there. We have e3 move. Rook takes. Not happy. Let's get this rook in the game now. Pawn takes is the forced. Rook takes. We'll just take with the rook. Pawn takes, and then we'll try to go queen f3 there. I want them to capture with the pawn because then the queen f3 is really a good move. Queen f3, queen takes, pawn takes, and then okay, let's take the pawn first. Rook takes, rook takes. There is a rook check here. King moves to h7. Rook check, king h7, and then what? Because we have a very nice grip on the king. If we get this e3 going on, we have this queen b1 check, and the king has to come up, and then we would have something with the rook there. e3 is interesting now. e3, they do have this queen d3 move, which will just pin the queen. So I got to be careful. Also, I cannot move the rook because of this rook to h8 check if I move the rook. Okay, they have blocked the move immediately. So they are making some smart moves here. Okay, what can we do next? Okay, I think I'm gone, guys. You cannot see me anymore. I'm not sure how long I was gone there. Okay, let's try to play the game, conclude the game there. Queen f6. We'll try to go this. Next, trying to attack here on f2. Okay, let's try this. No, but they'll just take the pawn then. So queen e3, queen e6, and f5. Strengthen this pawn. e3 now, fe3. Yeah, e3 is working now, right? Oh, they have queen h4 check. Okay. They cannot capture. If they capture, we have rook f5 pinning the queen there. So free queen. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, let's go back to tournament. I'll just try to fix this. Okay, knight f3 is a 2300 rated player, number one right now. So we have to be careful here. Let's go d4. Pawn takes, pawn takes. We can take the pawn and go for the exchange. c1. Trying to keep attack there on the queen. So now I think we have this. We'll have queen d2 first. Attack on h6. And now knight c4, b5. Okay, let's go h4 now. And has to go h5, provoking them to making them to go. Let's go d5 first. We'll start our attack on the king side now. Okay, go f4, or we can try to go knight c2 now. h5, g5, f5. Let's go h5. I know they're going to go g5, then we'll go f4 here, trying to open up the castle. Let's go f4. Pawn takes, pawn takes. Okay, now they have f5. Both knights are passive right now. I think we should have had some good plan for the knights. Okay, so we have e5. We'll have this first, knight f6, saving the pawn on there. And now we have knight c4, knight d2, knight f3. Oh, bishop g4, right? Bishop g4 would have been a dangerous move there. Pawn takes, pawn takes. Knight d6. Knight d6 would have been interesting. e5. Okay. This is a nice game going on, guys. This is a very nice, really a nice game going on there. I'm fearing about this move when the bishop moves away with the tempo. Maybe bishop c3 now. Yes. Can I go knight d6, queen d6, e5, knight e5, fe5, queen e5, queen c2 check? No, I don't think that's a safe move. Let's just simply go knight d2 now. Yeah, this is what I was having fear in mind. So knight takes, pawn takes, and the bishop is under attack. So if I move this, there is knight e3 check, and then there is a lot of trouble. So if I go king h8 now, there is knight e3, and yeah, I have to take the bishop for. There is no other way. Knight e3 now, and the king goes h1. Knight takes rook, rook takes. I have to go for the h5 pawn now. So bishop h5, f7 is hanging. f4 they want to attack, so we'll go f5 first. We'll capture the pawn on h5. Queen moves, queen threatening to come over here on these two squares. We'll go here. Bishop moves. Can the knight go to g4? It can, but we have to go h5 first. g5 first. Rook f1. So knight e5, queen e5, and now I think we are losing here. Oh, bishop g6 check is interesting now. Queen h5. Now, oh, there is queen e4 check now. Yeah, I think this is the losing move. Queen e4 I did not see there. I got too much carried away by this attack on the king there. I wanted to go f6 and attack their king more. Oh, now I have f6 check. King takes and bishop takes queen. Surprise, surprise everywhere. f6 check. And I'll take the queen now. So lucky, lucky move there, I guess. Oh, but they have this rook h3 check. I have to take with the queen and they will take with the bishop. So I'm losing my queen as well now. Yeah, but still, I mean, I'm still piece up here. So far so good. I think I can win now from this if I don't blunder anymore. What about rook f4 now? Okay, let's just go c4. Okay, I had to control this c4 square there. Yeah, maybe this is a better plan now. Just roll over to the queen side where they are pushing the pawns. Yeah, I think I'll just go here now to the pawn. Just move here, check. Let's go here and let's try to go on f5 now. Check, king moves here and then what? Okay, yeah. So good game, guys. I lost on time, so I think this is a time to pause now. I have been streaming for how much now? How many hours? I know the video has gone off, guys. Sorry for that. But I think I'm streaming now for 2 hours and 20 minutes, guys. That's a long stream. I'll just take a break here for now, guys, and I'll just check the last game before going off. Okay, first round, this Pragananda has lost. And second round, yes, guys, second game, Pragananda has won against this Neiman, and we hope third round starts soon. Third and fourth round, Pragananda is able to come back and win the game. Thank you very much. Yes, Infectious Plug is here. Hello, Infectious Plug. Sorry, guys, my camera has given up. It doesn't work for so long, 2 hours, so you cannot see me on the stream. But I am taking a pause here for today. Thank you guys for tuning in and joining in the tournament. I will be sending all the updates every day on all the tournaments, especially with the Gukesh who is playing who's playing in the Turkish Super League. I'll be sending updates on that, and I'll also be sending updates on the Pragananda's games. Pragananda is playing the FTX Crypto Cup, guys. Okay, so we'll check that and updates coming tomorrow morning, guys, for all of you. So thanks guys for tuning in. We are switching off for today. I hope you had great fun. Thank you for joining in, guys. Bye bye. Take care till we meet tomorrow. Keep smiling and keep playing, guys. Bye bye. Good night.